Today we're going to be making these beef and sausage rice bowls with a mix of onions, yellow peppers, orange peppers, grape tomatoes, and to top it off, some green onions. We're going to start off by rinsing 2 cups of white rice. I use jasmine rice because it's my favorite, but you can use whatever you want. I got this strainer off of Amazon and it's perfect for this. When the water runs clear, shake it off and toss it into the rice cooker. Let's add 4 cups of chicken stock, close the lid, and we'll get this thing started. If you're not using one of these to meal prep, you're really missing out. Next, we're gonna start chopping up some veggies, and we'll start with the bell peppers. We'll be slicing and then dicing these. I like mine to be diced really fine so I can spread them out across multiple meals. Then we're going to do the same thing with 1 whole onion, and if you're not an onion person, you can use less, but I like my onions. In the meantime, start heating up a large pot with a splash of olive oil. If you're watching your calories, you can use cooking spray, or if you're really watching your calories, you can just throw the meat right in there. Once it's hot, toss all your veggies in. Try not to throw them on the stove like I did. Go ahead and stir them up and add a little bit of minced garlic for flavor, and we're going to proceed to cook these down. While that's going, we're going to start chopping up our green onions. Next, get to work on those grape tomatoes. I like to slice mine in half, but you could leave them as they are and just toss them in at the end. When your veggies are done cooking, remove them from the pot. And now it's time for the best part. Toss your ground beef in and your Italian sausage and peel that shit off your meat. Now, let's beat our meat, add some seasoning, and mix it all together. It's bulking season, so I went with a fattier choice of protein, but you can easily substitute this with ground chicken or ground turkey. Either way, I think the Italian sausage adds the most flavor to this meal, so just keep that in mind. One of my favorite things about this dish is everything is pretty much cooked in this pot right here, aside from the rice, of course, so it's easy to cook and easy to clean. Just keep stirring things around until it starts to brown. Then we're going to add our veggies back in and stir everything together. When the rice cooker starts beeping at you, grab your rice and then start scooping it into the pot. Once everything's in, stir it all together. We want to get all that flavor mixed in with the rice. Finally, we're going to add in our grape tomatoes. And man, look at that color. Go ahead and cover the pot, and you only need to give this a couple of minutes to soften the tomatoes, nothing more than that. One last mix and it's ready to be served. I start off by doing 1 big scoop per container and then go back over and add more. Now, notice how there's only 5 containers here. Like I said, it's bulking season and I eat a pretty hefty serving size every meal. This much food would obviously last the average person much longer than it would myself, especially if you're dieting. With this huge pot, you could easily have 10 containers of meals prepped and ready to go. And feel free to use less rice, more vegetables, or a leaner source of protein. Let's finish things off with a sprinkle of green onion across the board. Feel free to top it off with your favorite hot sauce. My go-to sauce of choice is Nando's. However, this meal is very delicious on its own and I highly recommend trying it out.